As I mentioned last night, football has become so expensive in Australia that it just has to be entertaining. It has to pull crowds both to the grounds and on television, and those clubs, no matter what their code, which fail to attract the crowds, risk being wiped out. So it's a matter of some irony that the young man who is possibly Australia's most entertaining footballer is in danger of being pushed out of the game. I'm talking about Mr. Controversial, Mark Jackson. Jacko plays for Geelong in the VFL and is currently under suspension again. Geelong is his 4th VFL club, and the scribes say it will be his last if he doesn't behave. In the meantime, Jacko, with a new set of false teeth, complete with gold filling, is trying to use his unforgettable face to make a quid. He's going into the business of selling used cars. Neil Kearney has this profile on Jacko.
Jostling, Jacko, Pickin won't lock it, but he kicks it, he does! Oh, great goal by Jackson. And Billy's on the ground, he can't believe it, and Jacko says, well, look, I'll join you down there.
You've got to entertain them. I mean, you know, they're paying good money to get in, and they don't want to go out there and come into the ground and see a side get done, or they want a bit of entertainment. You know, they want to see 40 veggies running around. They want to see something with a bit of spark.
And he has kicked his 7th goal. 7 goals won to Jackson.
One bloke out there one day jumped the fence and come out and was just about to hit me with a can. He goes, "I hate you, Jackson, you're an idiot." And I said, "I'm not as much of an idiot as you." And the cop just grabbed him on the shoulder and carried him away.
The antics of Jacko are a Saturday afternoon sideshow in Melbourne. Invariably, the sequel is at the VFL Tribunal on Monday nights, where Jacko has already fronted 3 times this season. After the latest suspension, he felt so victimised by the umpires that he threatened the unthinkable.
What I will consider and look at is wearing a dress out on the ground at the next game, and maybe, you know, playing like netball-style football and trying to get kicked that way, because it seems to me, you know, unless you're a girl these days, you don't get nothing.
Indeed, Jacko has been known to wear a dress and bonnet when strangling his favourite teddy bear. What's more, he does have a mum and dad, and after listening to football crowds who watch him, that news will surprise many people.
He was quite a handsome little baby for a little fella, he really was. He was very solid and very big, always big.
All right, what's for lunch, mate?
Sausage rolls, Mark.
Come on, I want something to wrap me laughing gear in.
No.
What you given? Don't push me.
No. No, nothing else, just sausage rolls today.
The voice could well belong to Michael Jackson, but on the football field, he's definitely Stonewall Jackson.
Teammate kicked off the ground, has he got a goal? He has! That's his 5th goal.
How would you describe yourself as a footballer?
Oh, I'd say sly, cunning.
Do you think you've got much ability?
I get by with what I've got.
Can you jump like the high jumpers and run like the fast players?
You don't have to, if you're smart.
He's not the quickest player that's ever played. In fact, I think he's probably the slowest player that's ever played. But he's got a very astute football brain, probably a better football brain than most other players that I can ever remember.
Tom Hafey coaches Geelong, Jacko's 4th VFL club in 5 years. Jacko's hard to coach, but being so unpredictable is even harder to play against.
If you were a full-back and the coach said move on to Jacko, what would you do?
Probably pull a hamstring.
The frequent clashes between Jacko and a previous coach, Melbourne legend Ron Barassi, gave headline writers a treat.
I never really hit it off with Ron, probably because I had trouble with my second step on water.
But Jacko's biggest impact at Melbourne was on an Australian champion boxer, Barry Michael, who Barassi invited along to Melbourne training to teach his boys self-defence.
Barry was throwing a few punches with Jacko one night, and Jacko's reflexes, an elbow got the better of him, and he opened up a 4-stitch gash on Barry's eye, and Barry had to cancel a big fight in Indonesia, in Jakarta, I think it was.
At that stage, he was a world title contender.
Yes. I think Barry lost a bit of enthusiasm for the dangers of teaching footballers the art of self-defence.
But what do you think's your best asset? Your face is pretty distinctive.
That's not an asset. Nah.
Well, you must be trying to clean up your act and new teeth.
Yeah, new teeth. Got it all happening. But oh no.
Who cuts your hair?
Mum does that. whacks a bowl on the head and round it with a bowl, you know. Yeah, we got all the V8s happening now, haven't we? Hey? Has it got the right engine number on it?
Yeah, got the right engine number.
Got everything?
Jacko and his mate Millio are going into business, a used car yard, and they reckon Millio's minder has the head to make millions.
Mark, how do you like the new signs? Does it help sell motor cars?
I don't know, mate. Look like I've just come out of the Gong Show with another 4 weeks. Hey? Yeah. Not bad. That'll sell.
You suited for the used cars?
Well, I think I am, yeah, you know. I like...
Give it a go once, eh?
Yeah, we can only give it a go. We can only go bad, can't we, Bill?
Yeah,
Couldn't be any worse than me footy at the moment.
You don't think Willesee shall be back again in a month's time to investigate Millio and Jacko, do you?
No, we sell beautiful cars. We'll sell beautiful cars, won't we, Mill?
Yeah, of course, mate.
We'll get it all
we don't
happening.
want to get reported.
No, that's right.
What's
the spending? We don't want to be up on the Gong Show, do we, mate, eh?
No.
Gotta get the train early tonight, mate. Blast her off.
Jacko, there's only one of him, Mark Jackson, playing for Geelong when the authorities allow him to, and if he behaves himself he can stay playing for Geelong, but that's his 4th club, and Neil Kearney put that report together, and thanks to the ABC for giving us those film clips, the action clips, and no thanks to Channel 7 in Melbourne, who have the rights to Australian rules football in this country, but who don't release clips. I would have thought that it was in their interest, in Australian football's interest, to release those clips, but they didn't think so. Jacko, Neil Kearney reporting. We'll be back with more in just a moment.